Hey everyone, so just finished a workout, got my leg day in, and of course, leg day wouldn't be complete without getting some protein in. So I'm actually gonna be taste testing something a little bit different, usually with especially Ghost and other products. I focused on whey protein because whey is, across the board, usually a much more higher standard than some of the other forms of protein. But there are a lot of proteins that are plant-based that are more vegan friendly. And I wanted to give that a try. So I was actually inspired by my wife, who she likes to cycle off of whey. Sometimes, regardless of how good the blend is, it might not sit right for her over like a long-term use. I haven't had too much of a problem with that personally, but she inspired me to go ahead and get a tub of Ghost vegan protein. Now Ghost, you guys have noticed I've done a lot of flavor tests on those and taste tests. They have some really good whey protein flavors. They have really good pre-workout flavors. They have really good gamer flavors. The list goes on. But this one is a little different because it's vegan. So heads up for the vegan protein. One thing to know about is that it is 120 calories, which is usually a little bit less calories than their normal whey protein, and it's only 21 grams of protein. I wanted to do that call out. We're not going to do a deep dive into this right now, but 21 grams versus the 25 with whey. Their vegan protein comes from pea, pumpkin seed, and watermelon seed. So that's the composition. Let's give it a try. After I finish the tub, we'll sit down together and maybe do a more in-depth review of the certain types of proteins, how I felt, what I thought, and things like that. But again, this vegan protein is here, and it is actually peanut butter cereal milk. Okay? So I love peanut butter, almost peanut butter anything I'm down with. This is not a collaboration. I actually haven't seen Ghost do a vegan collaboration yet. I would love to see something like that. That'd be very fascinating to see what you could collaborate with that would be vegan specific or vegan friendly and something that would taste amazing. But before I get ahead of myself, let's jump in, do a taste test of this vegan peanut butter cereal milk protein from Ghost. So they do say about 8 to 10 ounces of water. I'm going to be doing 8 ounces of water to get like a really punch or impactful flavor. And you can see though, like their scoops are huge. It's really just one scoop because of how large the scoop is. So keep that in mind when you're scooping out. Do that. I'll put it in my blender bottle here. Off camera, sorry. Ooh. So just so you know, it does seem like the powder is a little bit more maybe clumpy. Maybe it's the one I got. A little bit more impacted. It just kind of seems a little bit more clumpy of a protein. Not a bad thing. Let's put it in here. I'm a little worried with 8 ounces of water that it might not be enough to actually dissolve, but let's see what it does and trust their instructions. So let's give it a shake. Okay, I think that's probably good. One last shake for good measure. Let's pour it out, see what it looks like. I actually got some powder on the lid, so 1 minute. There, much better. All right, so quick shake. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so I don't know if I would say it looks like a peanut butter milk from a cereal. Honestly, what this reminds me of is, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but those powdered peanut butter that you get, either it's like PB Fit or PB2 or something like that. Powdered peanut butter, I've tried to reconstitute it and make actual peanut butter from it, and I added too much water and it just made like a peanut butter liquid. So this will be interesting. Again, I did 8 ounces of just water. So I'm very interested to see how that stands up. I could see doing almond milk if you're staying on the more vegan side of things. Get a little bit more creaminess in there, but we'll see if water will substitute and just stand on its own. Okay. So you get a little bit of the peanut butter flavor. It's actually not as strong of a peanut butter flavor as I anticipated. It's muted peanut butter. You don't get much else, but there's almost this, and I don't know if it's I didn't blend it well enough, but a little bit of chalkiness that comes into the mouth. Aftertaste, there's a little bit of aftertaste, but it's a very mild. It's hard to pinpoint and put your finger on. It's a fine flavor. Again, not as strong of like a peanut butter as I was expecting. It's very light peanut butter. I guess if it's peanut butter cereal milk, you could kind of imagine if you're eating a peanut butter cereal, this could be the remaining dregs. So I think it does hit on that. It just doesn't hit home for me. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this flavor, especially with the mouthfeel. It was very chalky, even in the liquid form. I didn't feel like I had any chunks in there, and a little bit of gritty. Now, yeah, I can feel it's still a little gritty in my mouth. Something to remember with vegan proteins is historically when I've had protein that has had very heavy plant-based protein in it, it's very difficult to dissolve into a water formula. So it was pretty good. I would say if you mixed it with almond milk, I could see this being a lot better, a little bit more creamy. It doesn't hit the bar for me. I was hoping for a little bit more like cream sensation. It does sound that they have a sunflower creamer in here as one of the ingredients, but I'd love just to hit that up just a little bit of a notch somehow in a vegan form. So you get just a little bit more richness. I think that's what I'm missing. You get a peanut butter flavor, but you miss the richness of that like cereal milk. If you're not going for 100% vegan and you were to do it with like milk or something like that, I think this could probably hit home for you. It's not bad. I'll be interested to try it. Not the best flavor I've had. I am a little biased though. I do whey protein, and I'm not a huge fan of just 100% strict plant-based proteins, mainly because I just feel like they don't dissolve very well. This dissolves fine, but if you're used to plant proteins, you're going to be understanding with maybe a little bit of chalkiness or grittiness in it. If you're not, keep that in mind. There is a little bit of that chalkiness to it. Otherwise, it's not a bad flavor. Not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy this every single time. But it's a fine protein if it's something that you're looking for. And I know vegan protein can be very difficult to find something that has a good breakdown. So this may be what you're looking for. And when we finish the tub, I'll come back and report on it, and we'll see if maybe this is one of my favorite vegan versions or not. Otherwise, if you've tried it, drop down in the comments what your thoughts on it. Did you have the same impression that I did? Maybe a little chalkiness and grittiness? Is it something that you're used to? What is your other favorite vegan protein? And what else would you like to see me review? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, because guys, I'm coming out with so many more things. I have so many more products to review and jump into that you've been waiting for. You don't want to miss out on it. Otherwise, until next time, goodbye. Thanks, everyone.